I followed the Peppermint trail to the basement. I wasn't alone. The silence that followed the monitor's final hiss was more deafening than the storm rattling the window panes of our upstate New York farmhouse. I stood frozen, the heavy lamp still clutched in my hand like a useless club, staring at the empty, cold side of the bed where David should have been. I didn't scream because my throat felt as though it had been filled with the same dry leaves that characterized that horrific voice. I forced my legs to move, stumbling toward the ensuite bathroom and then the hallway, whispering David's name into the dark, but there was no response, only the rhythmic creak of the house settling in the cold. As I reached the top of the stairs, a sharp, cloying scent of peppermint hit me so strongly that it made my eyes water. I ran back to Maya's room, my breath coming in ragged gasps, and found her still sleeping, though the digital display on the baby monitor was flickering wildly again. I looked down at the monitor screen in my hand and saw a grainy, delayed black and white image of myself entering the room, but in the corner of the screen, a tall, shadowy figure stood perfectly still as its long, many-knuckled hand retracted from the window reflection. I followed the heavy scent of peppermint down to the kitchen where the basement door, which David always double-bolted, was standing wide open. A pale, rhythmic humming, the third voice, floated up from the darkness below in a pitch that was distorted and metallic. I reached for the wall phone to call for help, but the line was dead, so I looked at the monitor one last time before descending. The screen no longer showed the nursery. Instead, it showed the basement stairs I was currently standing on, capturing a pair of pale, elongated feet retreating into the shadows of the coal room. The synthesized whisper crackled through the monitor's speaker, mimicking David's exact laugh and telling me to come down because they had saved a seat for me. Suddenly, the kitchen lights hummed and then exploded in a shower of glass, plunging the entire house into absolute darkness.